here. Sunrise brings a twist of fate. News and laughs, they won't be late. Intrigues brewing in a cup. They've got energy to stir it up. Grab your mug, let's hit the day with Lucan's quirks and mustard sway. Friends in chaos every morn at the manor. We are reborn. Offbeat tales and wild reviews. Morning chatter, no one snooze. Harvey gents with style so rare. They've got tales they want to share. Mysteries they love to crack. Crazy segments back to back. Catch the buzz, the manor's fun with...
Good morning and welcome to Coffee at the Manor, the bestest place to start your day with all the news, reviews and things you never knew you needed to know. On today's show, we've got a lot of men getting stuck in a lot of different things. We've got nasty parrots marauding. We've got marauding chickens marauding. A whole bunch of marauding and a woman stealing a ferry. So do please stick around for today's episode of Coffee. Good morning to you, and how are you? Good morning, good Tuesday to you. I hope you are well. Good morning to you. Oh, over there in the chat, we've got Lady Venus. Good morning to you, and everybody else that's there watching. Hello, I see you there. How are you? It is another day, another dollar. Perhaps you never know. We've got some amazing stories for you to lead into your week. Oh yes, I am very slow on the videos that are coming out at the moment, so I do apologise about that. I am making my way through, but I'm doing a spot of house moving at the same time, so it's all a bit crazy. But rest assured, I'm doing my best. So let's head up some news, shall we? And see what's going on in the world. You know, I think the world has just gone crazy. Perhaps it's just ever since I've been looking at the news. I look at the news daily anyway. I'm a bit like that. But when you start looking at it in this capacity, you realize how many mental people there are in the world. You know, you should think sort of like there's always one in a group, you know, maybe 1 in 10. I'm thinking that ratio's a little higher. Allow me to explain. We're going to pop over for our first story, a delightful person, which kind of leads the theme a little bit for today. It's about rebellious people and things today. So I do hope you enjoy our little soiree through the rebellion, as it were. So let's add in a spot of news for we, shall we? We've got a drunk woman steals a 45-foot ferry while shouting, "I'm Jack Sparrow." Now, you can't help but admire the style, really. That is not the most original Captain Jack Sparrow. But would you like to meet our delightful Jack Sparrow? Yes, indeed. Well, I don't know. Well, I mean, Depp's let himself go a little bit since the Heard case, but yes, there she is. Her name is Alison Whalen, as in Whalen Industries. Drank Lambrini, but you know she's English, and Quality by Lambrini. If you're not familiar with Lambrini, it is what happens if you were to take some sort of Liebfraumilch, some sort of German dodginess, and carbonate it. This is essentially what Lambrini is, and a certain class of woman likes a bit of Lambrini. Oh, well, there we go. Here we are. We've got a Cherry DeVille. I haven't seen you in a while. Hope you are well, Cherry. Pleasure to see you. I do expect, but Pig kind of checks out. Yes, that's about right, isn't it? You know, I like to make sure we have the fitting criminals here. We'll have to have a game of what crime did they commit at some point. I like that. You know, here's a criminal. What did they do? And we all get to be really judgmental, which is great. Anyway, so a drunken woman. Yes, we know that already. With a 100-seat ferry. And she managed to smash into boats, yelling, "I'm Jack Sparrow, I'm a pirate." Yes. Alison Whalen 51. Gutted, wouldn't you? Come on, come on now. Do we need to do that? I mean, I'm getting to a certain age where I might be thinking I'm not sure if I want them printing my age, or at least lie about it. Have a guess. It's probably going to be better than what the other. But yeah, okay. But actually, no, 50. Yeah, I don't know. 50. You know, she's got kind of like the Gordon Ramsay forehead going on there. But I don't know. Is that good for 51? Ladies, let me know, or men. I think we might have two of those in the audience. You never know. So anyway, yeah, she so she boarded the 45-foot Dart Princess with a friend after a 2-day bender where she got drunk on Lambrini and ate poisonous, deadly nightshade, which causes delusion. Well, that's probably going to make you a little bit hazy, isn't it? That what was she trying to do to us? I've not heard of this. Is this a thing? Do people do this? Is this, past the old nightshade by the left-hand side? Is that how that works? She undid the mooring ropes in the early hours and drifted up the river on the Tide, bashing into other boats like a pinball machine. Wayland taunted the police, shouting, "What are you going to do now?" And I believe this is out of your jurisdiction. Well, I quite like her already. There's a man on about average 51. There we go. There we are. But I'm still assuming you'd rather not people print it. You can print my name, fine. We'll just guess. We'll have a guess of the age. Anyway, so there was a man in a scissor lift. You know those sort of scissor crane lifts, and he was being pursued by the police. He'd stolen it from somewhere, and he was traveling. I mean, these things have got a wheel about this size, don't they? So they travel about 4 or 5 miles an hour, and he was getting pursued by the police, and so they pull him over. And he starts. So he sort of does this in the scissor lift and gets, what you gonna do now, pig? And he's sitting there drinking beers and talking to him. It reminds me very much of that. We shouldn't really approve of certain behaviours, shall we? But here's my cup, and I'm going to raise it. Yes. Yes, it is. It's Stitch again. Yes, fantastic. Anyway, 30 police, a lifeboat crew, coast guards, and paramedics had to be called. Blimey. And when the cops finally arrested her, half an hour after, when the ferry came to rest in calm water, she told them we'd end up in Saint-Tropez if we'd only been caught. Yes. Well, that's also quite hopeful. I mean, I'm not sure how your geography is, but there's the France in between us of that and Saint-Tropez. You'd be quicker getting in a car. Frankly, I would pull that up on the maps, but yeah, didn't. Anyway, so she said we'd be in Saint-Tropez, south of France, and there is a said boat, the Dart Princess, in the middle there. Poor little thing. It's not bad. When I thought ferry, I was thinking like cross-channel, serious fucking thing. That's as it is a ferry, isn't it? But so joyriding that. So magistrates jailed her for 122 days. Blimey, for aggravated vehicle stuff. Mustard. Oh, you are there. Good man. Look, he was at work and I didn't even notice. Good morning, Mustard. How are you, sir? All of the nightshade plant, berries, leaves, etc. is highly toxic. It does cause hallucinations, but you're treading a fine. Oh, right. I see. Look at all the info. Must chat about Sunday. Wink. I love her style too. What's not to love? Well, you're there, Mr. Mustard, if you wouldn't mind. What is 122 days in real language, like months and weeks or something like that? Would you mind just converting that into something that we can all I could just select it, but it's much better asking you. Did it? I felt the kidnapped boat face. I love this. This is very good. Anyway, so Wayland of Paynton, I believe that's pronounced, in Devon. They're a bit like that in Devon. Lambrini is Champagne in Devon. Stole the double-decker ferry near Dartmouth a year ago. She had called an ambulance claiming to have seizures. And then medics found her drunk and rambling. And then one of them was pushed over by her friend Tristram Locke. Sounds quite posh to me. Thank you very much. Under 22 full months. All right. So she probably said 2 months. That's what 60 days. That's not so bad, is it? But yes, good. Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. The medics called police and went to the vehicle to wait. When they looked in their mirror, they saw the ferry drifting away from shore. Let's see. Wayland told police she untied 2 or 3 of the mooring ropes because she kept tripping over them. All right. So it's sort of an accident. Sort of, yeah, okay. She then said she felt the boat moving. and notice the hotel's getting a long way away. The other boats you're crashing into at the same time. I didn't really notice them for a bit. So the ferry suffered £1.5 grand worth of damage, and it hit 2 other boats, which were also damaged. Torquay, very nice in Torquay. I once got lost in Torquay. Yeah, there you go. Magistrates once heard Wylan and Lock could have been killed on rocks if the tide of the River Dart had been going out at that time. That's the whole thing, though. My mother would be a bicycle if she had wheels. That would be a goal if the ball had got in the net. It's one of those sorts of things to say, isn't it? It doesn't really make sense, and you're just filling space. Yeah. Anyway, that's what I do. Anyway, Locke was fined £100 last year for assaulting an ambulance technician. Technician, can't they be doctors and nurses? Technician, fair enough. And that was the end of the story. Congratulations. There you go. Yes, delightful. Now, not all people are completely mental in a negative way. Some people are mental in a positive way. Take one parent, a delightful lady who was trying to do something right and kind of got herself a bit mixed up. Allow me to take you over to here. Where are we? Yeah. Mum, who tried to rescue a baby owl, was stunned as it turned out to be a mushroom. But I think she's forgivable. I don't think that's as stupid as it sounds. And the headline, who'd have thought it? That's stupid. But this clearly looks like an owl. That's the most owl-looking mushroom I have. I might also have made. I'm not sure I need rescuing. Although, clearly it looks like it's had an eye pulled out and its beak, I don't know, its beak's missing. Maybe that's it. She thought, oh no, the poor disabled baby owl, I'd better rescue it. Also, it would be delicious in a sandwich. Yes, but a mum who tried to rescue a baby owl was left stunned when she realised it was actually a mushroom. How this got to the news, I don't know. Let's find out, shall we? Rachel Lee, 27, spotted what she thought to be was a bird in Harrogate, North Yorkshire, also a bit like that in North Yorkshire, while doing some gardening for her mum. Was she 12? Like, what? Okay. What's this? What's that? Ooh. Oh, look, it's that woman with the... Anyway, that's a different story. Yes, here is delightful. More pictures of delightful thing. There's a real owl. Just to get this owl, mushroom, owl. There you go. See, just in case you're wondering the difference. The worried post lady. Bless her, post lady doing something. Okay. Rushed over to help the tiny creature after she noticed it looking injured. Yeah, it does a bit, doesn't it? Yeah. One of its eyes appears to be closing as if it wasn't moving, and it sat on the grass, bless it, in a collection of other sort of owl-looking things, maybe. Its snow white feathers looked dampened by the dew, and it seemed to be dozy. And it was nearly toppling over. Stunned Rachel said, when I first saw it, I honestly thought it was a little owl and that it had been hurt. We do exciting over here in England. As long as your definition of exciting is variable, like the weather, then it is absolutely fine. Yes. The mushroom could easily have passed for a barn owl. I think, do you know, I'm with you. I think I totally would have seen it. Look, there it is. Look. That is totally and it looks sad too. Look, this little holy bit here looks really sad. Oh, so I can totally side with this lady. Barn owls also tend to be seen and not heard. Is the takeaway line there? Yeah, but there we go. Hang on, she's not by herself though, because Rachel's sighting comes after Rachel Mills. Unpacked her shopping to find a mushroom looking like Olaf from Disney's Frozen. How can they say that and not include a picture? That is just not allowed. I better click on. Fine, I'm gonna have to click on the link. Here it is. Well, kind of. Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. It's definitely snowman-y. Probably more like the snowman, but okay, we'll give them that. Yeah, not bad. Anyway, marauding things. Still, we are in the marauding things, and the problem with England, of course, we have marauding groups of feral young men in their hoodies going around causing terror. But it's not just the grey hoodies that are a problem; it's also the African grey parrots. Do you like what I did there? 5 parrots separated at a British zoo after encouraging each other to curse profusely at guests. Was this not really funny? More like tepid. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I would say lukewarm, but it's somehow derogatory towards myself. But yeah, so 5 parrots have been causing havoc in a zoo because they encourage each other to swear at the guests. Why not? Absolutely, why not? I'm completely with these parrots. If you're going to be locked up in somewhere that's not Africa and not fine and not where you're supposed to be, why not swear at the guests? Little bastards as you come in. I bet they pull faces and tap on the window and annoy you. So, yes, why not swear at them and tell them to go F themselves? Why the hell not? But British Wildlife Sanctuary has been forced to separate 5 parrots, 5 of them, who wouldn't stop swearing at the visitors. Keepers say the birds encouraged each other to keep cursing and had to be moved from the main outdoor aviary. Billy, Eric, Tyson, Jade and Elsie. Oh, Elsie doesn't sound like a parrot that would swear, does she? Billy and Eric, though, they sound very mischievous, don't they? And Tyson, yeah. Anyway, so the Associated Press got hold of this. This is how great the story is. They recently joined the Lincolnshire. Oh, Jay, it's up by you. They recently joined the Lincolnshire Wildlife Centre's colony of 200 African grey parrots in August. Jay, we have story number 2. Just saying, don't we think? Man in the field. We were put in quarantine there. They were put into quarantine together and quickly overwhelmed the staff with their naughty language. The staff said that they're used to parrots swearing, but never 5 at the same time. You can imagine that. You walk in and there's 5 parrots giving you a grief. I like this. This is great. The parrots are speaking out for the rest of the animals in the zoo. Yes, absolutely. Free Tyson. Yeah, free Tyson. Tyson, Eric, Jade, and Elsie. Yes. Bet the Lincolnshire 5. Yeah, free the Lincolnshire 5. Anyway, so according to Nichols, none of those visitors complained about the parrots, and most found them amusing. When parrots tell you to fuck off, it amuses people very highly, one person said. It's brought a big smile to a really hard year. Do you know what I would be? Yes, please, if you don't mind. Hope you're not busy. Take the kids to the swearing parrots. Your missus will love that. So, yes, do you know, I would be happy with that. If you, I mean, of all the places to take the kids anyway, a bloody bird sanctuary, so boring. I mean, why would you do that? Why would you torture your children in such a fashion in the first place? The least the parrots could do is swear at you. Really, isn't it? I mean, that's the whole reason to go, isn't it? Yes, and to make a lovely report. The mustard moment. Yes, we should have a mustard moment. Anyway, still, keepers thought it would be best to keep them away from children, so not to ruffle any feathers. Good job. Who wrote this? So good job, Sophie. Well done. They were separated and moved to different areas of the wildlife centre. God, what? So they're now unable to provoke each other. This might be a job. This one then. Nichols told BBC, even the BBC covered it. Blimey. Swear to trigger reactions or a response. Well, there we go. Good. And there it is. Yes. I'm hoping they will learn different words in different colonies, as said the other one. Yeah, wait till they find the gynecologist's parrot that they had to take off him. So anyway, yes, but these swearing parrots are not the only ones in the wildlife centres that have been famous. Last month, a parrot at the zoo named Chico went viral for singing Beyonce's If I Were a Boy. There we go. Look at that. They've even got songs. I love it. Oh, and here she is. There's Sophie who wrote it. Thank you, Sophie. Lovely. Yeah, all women in England have to have blonde hair if they're called Sophie, by the way. It's a sort of law. Anyway, next up, while we're on the marauding animals, the same is going on over in Jersey. Jersey, the boring English place, not the sort of very tanned Ed Hardyville. We're over here where Jersey is being terrorized by a 100-strong gangs of feral chicken, waking up locals and chasing the joggers. Yes, indeed. Why is this wanting me to do that? You can't see that, but I can see that. Go away. Yes, look at this dangerous chicken. It's even got a health warning sign. Look at this. So Jersey has been terrorized by hordes of feral chickens, which have been waking up the locals, damaging gardens and chasing the joggers' gears. Maybe they can have a go at the cyclists for us. Get stuck in a few wheels. Come on, get the cyclists. Don't worry about the joggers. joggers. You're not allowed to call them. Joggers get really offended, actually, if you call a jogger a jogger. Because a jogger now is a runner, isn't it? It's yeah, I'm not a jogger. I don't go for a jog. I run. Yeah. No, you're jogging. That's what that is. If you're running, right, you're going at a pace. If you're walking, right, you're not. The middle point is called jogging. Yes. Just so we're clear. So we're all clear. But anyway, residents are making complaints about the birds, which have also become a traffic hazard. Could you imagine? Well, dinner's served. What's this in the front of the car, darling? Well, it appears to be Connie the chicken. Oh, well, never mind. We better cook her up. Hide the evidence. We'll cremate her slowly in a delightful 200-degree oven for a little while. Anyway, two small culls have been carried out. Oh, no. But they continue to cause chaos. Small culls, as in like a couple for dinner. Yeah. But I think they need to cull them a bit quicker. Get old Colonel Saunders over there. He'll sort this lot out. And it's believed that chickens were once pets, were abandoned before rapidly breeding. Yes, they now roam the British island with 100-strong groups. Now, I don't know if you're familiar with Jersey. Let me just bring up Jersey. Jersey, hang on, place. I'm going to tell it need the place. It isn't very big. Let me just bring it over here. Let me show you Jersey. What's this? Oh no, hold on. That's not Jersey. That's somewhere else. That's somewhere else. Yeah. Anyway, so because I'm so good at that gives you a bit of a thing of what's coming up. Yes. So where are we? There we are. So yes, Environmental Minister John Young said we are now dealing with a very large number, and the culls that happened were quite modest. Yes, they need to get themselves in there to yes, make some dinner. Here is marauding, roaming thing. Yes, I mean, what could possibly be worse than marauding things? Well, I find myself inundated with a certain type of news. We're going to go for this next one. I'm going to give an example. You see it flash up in a second. I'll give an example of this. This was something that crossed my feed. Man gets penis stuck to icy sidewalk during a bar fight in Canada. I'm not sure how they're doing their fights in Canada, but to me, you're doing it wrong. You're doing it wrong. But the problem was, of course, I then go and try to make sure that these stories are, verifiable, sort of thing. So you only have to get as far as man gets penis stuck. And here is an example of all the results that you get. I'm going to go quite quickly. Here is results of things. What is it with number one, marauding animals and men getting their things stuck in stuff? Now, I'm going to read you some of these particular stories, yes, here we go. So it was reportedly outside the East Village pub and eatery. Well, that's going to put you off your dinner, isn't it? In Fort McMurray, Alberta. No idea what that is. Early on Sunday, January the 12th, in which first responders could be seen struggling to help a patron whose penis was stuck to the icy sidewalk. It's unclear exactly how cold it was that night. Well, yeah. Yeah, that was his first excuse. Well, it's a bit chilly out. Yes, it's unclear how he was doing, but according to climatedata.org, for some reason, temperatures average to the low single digits. I think his low single digit had something to say about that. To below zero in Fort McMurray in January. There we are. That's not a video of it, thankfully. That is the thing of it, so I'm not going to go too much further down there. Police say that the man had been intoxicated and began arguing with patrons inside the establishment, and that the dispute had spilled into the street at some point in melee. Some what they're calling it now. Swashbuckling. Good man. I know. If they're not polishing it, they're putting it into something. Yep. What is going on with this? What is going on? But somehow their details are not specified. Emergency personnel managed to detach him relatively uninjured. And he was subsequently arrested, but not charged with the crime. Well, I would have thought just assembling yourself in order to commit the crime would be moderately illegal, but one of those things. Apparently, the heavily blurred photo shows the man's bits basically glued So I've just read the note. Basically glued to the ice, even as people tried to pull him off. So it wasn't all bad then. Yeah. Trust us, this gentleman's privates are clearly stretched before snapping right back to the ice. Sorry. First responders seem to be pulling pretty dang hard right there. nearly performing an impromptu circumcision on the street. Woo! What a way to go. I'm going to grace you. I got a couple of minutes, so I'm going to grace you with just a couple more of these stories, but I'm not going to go in depth, so to speak. It all goes down below the belt, doesn't it, eventually? Firefighters had to rescue a man's penis from a toaster. Then warn people to start using common sense and vaginas. That's probably the best thing to do. Apparently, they're blaming on the 50 Shades of Grey. And also, then they're also releasing people from lots of handcuffs. But again, it's unclear exactly what the humiliated gentleman had been up to. But fortunately, London's finest. We've got a finest in London. I don't know. Did someone else leave them here accidentally? I think arrived to extricate his Manfred from the electrical device. What? Why though? Just there's a bit in Family Guy, isn't there? When Stewie and Thing is sitting there and they've accumulated mass wealth because they've sworn off of women for the rest of their lives. And someone goes, well, I'm going to go and heat a bagel. Anyway, so unbelievably, another adventurer rivaled his antics by somehow getting lodged in a vacuum. Well, that one's probably quite obvious, isn't it? So the ultra professional, as in they don't titter when they see you. London Fire Brigade have had to free 79 people from handcuffs in the last 3 years alone. God, these embarrassing incidents are just one of the 1,300 involving people being trapped in or stuck on. And have been attended by the fire brigade since 2010. There you go. Each rescue mission costs at least £290 to deal with. Yes. And it's cost the taxpayer. Your penis has cost the taxpayer £377,000. Oh, that's an expensive cock right there. Although if you were to sell the foreskin, you would make, about, I think it's like a 1,440 grey. Yes. Welcome to the viewer who joined in as I was saying that. Good job. Welcome to you. Good morning. Anyway, so a third officer, David Brown, said that some of the incidents our firefighters are called out could be prevented with a little common sense and lubricant. Yes. Let's do a couple more. I have a minute or so left to go. So let's do one more. This one's horrific. A man got stuck in a gym weight. Here is said gym weight that yes, they had to use one of those massive saws to get him out. I mean, that's some precision heavy duty sawing going on there. Yes, indeed. And shockingly enough, there's a picture at the bottom. I'm not going to scroll down any further. If you want to see, it is blurred, but I really don't think I'll be able to get away with that. I really don't. You know, wait, isn't it though? Isn't it though? Yeah, absolutely. Yes. Good morning, lady dearest, Lady Flutterby. How are you? Snow dude and toaster dude. You did sort of like shine a big, instead of a bat symbol, a big sort of cock, big symbol into the sky, and these guys would arrive, wouldn't they? Yes, I like that. Yeah, there's some sort of very. Oh dear, I nearly scrolled down to it. Then I might have shocked you all, and got myself deleted from YouTube for that. Then another man decides to, a Florida man. You know, it's about time. It's about time they popped up again, so to speak. Gets his penis starting in a pool fitting. A pool fitting. Yeah, here is said pool. Never go to this pool. I might suggest to you. Where's the health warnings? Yes, I would certainly not want to go there. There it is again. Yes, parking only for hotel guests. You're not allowed to park your penises, sir. You're not from round here. Oops. Lost a couple on that one. And so that, I think, for the day will conclude the depths to which we have sunk in today's news. So you're welcome, first of all. I apologise also if that has scarred anybody for the rest of your day. So let's not go swimming. Fantastic. But do of course spare a thought for those poor firemen, those poor London firemen. They've probably got it very tough over there. Probably don't get paid very much and have to put up with cutting willies out of things. So spare a thought. So I'm going off. I'm going to go and do the dad thing as I usually do. I'm gonna. Yes, I didn't go into that story particularly. Or could we? Let's just go and have a look, shall we? I don't like to disappoint. So it says it. Don't be a pump humper. Yeah. So Friday the 15th at the Lakeland PD, operator took a call from the clerk of the Scottish Inn Motel, which has since been renamed. It says, alarm going off, get rid of that. A Florida man attempted to have his way with one of the swimming pool inlet fittings. And he got his penis stuck inside the wall because of the suction from the pool pump. The police shut the equipment off before the paramedics arrived. Oh no. However, he still could not be freed. Sorry, excuse my reading. I was going into shock because I thought I read something else. They still could not free the guest because his man member had swelled in the pool fitting. Oh dear. As I approached the man, I could see his pants were down to his knees and his penis was stuck in the suction hole located on the north side of the swimming pool. Yes, they don't say if there's anybody else in there. Hello. The Florida man did tell the authorities they had entered the pool. Yeah. He had entered the pool shortly after midnight. It's unknown exactly how long his dip in the pool had been balls to the wall. The following, to my best of knowledge, then they have actually got the 911 call. If I play it here, you won't hear it because it's isn't set up, but it's there should you ever want to hear it. Yes, there he is. Yes. Anyway. On that delightful note, I am going to disappear. See, I try not to disappoint. Anyway. So I'm going to go and stick my penis in a swimming pool. I'm not, just in case that's a thing. Right, so I'm going to go and do the daddying. I love you all very dearly. Thank you for coming and watching and doing all that stuff and commenting and being there and everything because you're wonderful. So have a wonderful day. Do stay beautiful. Love to my three. And you take care of yourself.